All right, we got a new street Recon 1 on Ocean. Ocean. Let's see. Let's look at some stats here. Right under 4 miles. I was out there for about 2.5 hours, almost 10,000 steps. 69 and sunny. It says cloudy, but it was basically sunny the whole time. And my route, I started somewhere, I think, Alta, which is around right here. I walked this way all the way to the north part of Ocean, then down here to the entrance to the pier, and then back to my bike. So yeah, this whole strip of Ocean, it's this whole strip is Palisades Park. Real pretty park overlooking the ocean. It's elevated. It's probably 150 feet higher than the water. And then you look down, you can see the PCH and this huge beach. And then, of course, the water. And yeah, really nice area of Santa Monica, the most high-end area of Santa Monica. And went here in the morning, and it was just popping, packed with people running, working out, riding their bikes, getting their steps in. Just a really high-end area with a lot of people walking around. And took my bike down there, and you might hear that helicopter. That helicopter went right over the apartment. It was super loud. But ride my bike down to the area, and I saw somebody was wrapping all these donuts in the intersection. And yeah, these guys, they're probably drinking down there in Santa Monica and ripping some donuts on their way home. But yeah, they've definitely woken me up a couple times. And I parked my bike, and now I'm walking north on Ocean. And this area, I was on the, east side of Ocean, and that whole strip is just nothing but high-end condos like this, condos like that. Every once in a while, apartments. These might be apartments, but most of it is high-end condos. And then on the other side is the park right here, and it's just lined with all these beautiful trees. Yep, making my way down. Never noticed this house before, but pretty cool. And shooting the other side of the street, shooting north of Montana neighborhood again. Yeah, these high-end condos, and this lady was looking. She was wondering where I was shooting, but she was my subject. And yeah, I was shooting because her shadow was perfect there on that white wall. Got a seagull feather, it looks like, right there, and I included my legs. Early in the morning, you see how long the shadows are. And this guy, he was just enjoying his day, just checking out, smiling at everyone. And yeah, I can see why. I mean, this area right here is just so nice. Got these funky trees. This is San Vicente. You got all these funky trees in the middle, and it was actually in the news. They were all kind of dead because none of them had leaves on them, because there's this boulevard in the middle of the street. And yeah, there's all these like huge trees, and none of them had leaves. And it was because they didn't get enough rain, and the city was talking about cutting them down, and everybody got pissed off. So now they're going to try to save them. So good luck on saving the trees. And then Ocean Tower, that's like the most northern part of Ocean. And yeah, it's shooting there. And there's like this little nature trail right in front of these buildings. And I was going in there trying to get some photos of all these plants. And now I have crossed the street, so now I'm on the other side of Ocean. There's this totem pole over there in the park. And yeah, as you can see, beautiful. Here's the pier way off in the distance. And yeah, I'm going to walk to the entrance to that on this walk. But yeah, you can really see why this area, I think that, after thinking about it, sometimes I'm thinking a lot when I'm on my walks. I think this is probably the nicest area to live at in all of Los Angeles, because it's peaceful. You don't have crime. You don't have to really worry about drama, but you're in such close proximity to all these wonderful views. The only thing it doesn't really have going for it is it's not in the hills. So if you're in a house, if you're fortunate enough to have that much money to be able to afford a house, you're not going to just be able to hang out in your house with a view, because all this stuff back behind it is all flat. So I think that's where Brentwood and the Palisades and all that really wins, because it's up in the hills and you got just beautiful views. But if you're a more active person and you want to walk around and be in walking distance to whatever you need, yeah, this neighborhood is definitely tops. Got a little bird. Got this cool tree, which reminds me of a tree in like Monterey, California. This guy's always sitting there on the same spot on the bench, shooting up on these beautiful trees. This guy on the bike took a little break. Cool shadow. And now we have gotten to the spot of the park where everybody is like an outdoor gym. And this lady's face was pretty funny. She was really giving it her all, and her trainer was proud of her. This guy's super flexible. Nice little bend there, but then this little piece of artwork back there makes it. Yeah, I like the way the light was just hitting this woman's hair, and was doing a little layered shot, and this dog looked right back at me just in the moment of time there. This is that same tree. It's trying to space those people out.
Okay.
And it's dog, person, then you can barely see the pier back there. Homeless guy with the feet, but I just kind of liked everything else about it. Getting a little funky in the park. Just like the shadow there of her body, and then got all these California ground squirrels are everywhere. There's not as many in this area, but as I go down further, they're just everywhere. Everybody just goes down there and feeds them. This guy's mounted up on the bush and got a nice little view of the mountains. Little crow. Yep, this is looking down. This is the California ramp. You can just tell it's just a beautiful scene. This one, the ambassadors. I just kind of like the tilt of the camera there. Dude just on the phone. Take a photo. I noticed this like little princess down there in the garage door. Oh yeah, I was over here just working this scene for a couple minutes. All these dragonflies buzzing around. I was just shooting my camera, click, trying to get lucky, and none of them really turned out all that good, but this is the best one, I think. And then this is the area where you really got a lot of the squirrels hanging out. You just walk over there and they all just kind of look at you. They're just expecting food because so many people go down there and feed them. Look how fat this guy is. I don't know what they do. They probably don't live long. I think they probably just eat until they explode and then die. And this is almost, you can see the pier here. This is almost at the entrance to the pier. Yeah, I really like this woman's dress. This is beautiful the way this is. Nice circular shape here. And I think both of these would probably look better cropped, you know? And a nice crop, just a square crop. Cut out all the stuff you don't need. And just shooting, snapshotting. Yeah, Greg, I waited, but something to go to work, try tomorrow. And it just reminded me, like, this is a time before we had cell phones, and these guys are like communicating, writing on the wall. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, like this umbrella texture kind of matches the sidewalk. Similar texture. They're putting up all those flyers and stuff on the wall. These guys were, oh, by the way, I kind of went down here because there's a McDonald's here. I just wanted to go get a coffee. So, yeah, these are the security guards for the McDonald's. And then here's the main intersection going into the pier. They're working on all that because they are replacing the ramp. And then all these people, they were waiting to go on a tour van. There's like 3 tour vans on the other side. So yeah, they're waiting to go on a nice little tour. This is inside of a apartment complex. Taking some little selfies. Snapped a quick shot of this guy looking at me, waiting to turn. Biked, all disassembled. Wasn't even locked up. Nobody stole it. I was kind of surprised. This old Victorian house, and then this little cat over there checking me out. Interesting looking truck there. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a commercial building maybe, but I just had a little motion blur on this guy. Yeah, I've been taking a photo of this building in St. Monica a lot on my Wilshire Street. And this is a hotel. They recently were doing a movie in there, but this thing is like, it looks like solid bronze or something. Really nice looking metal. And looks good in black and white too, I think. Another shadow selfie. Another street shot. That kid is just hiding back there. This is like the only building on this whole strip that's, in need of repair. Probably like a $5 million vacant house. Maybe even more than that. a nice little shadow of the tree going into this guy's Prius. This guy was just hanging out, probably wondering why the hell I'm taking this photo. I noticed all these vines, these like dead vines. They took over that palm tree, got a little singular mushroom growing in the grass. Some nice light in there. And that's about the only problem they have north of Montana is dogs peeing in your yard. And then there's my bike, Alta Avenue. Beautiful area of Santa Monica. And that is Street Recon 1 Ocean.